Oh, hi. Didn't see you there. Was so scuffed. Hello. Hi. Hey, we're back, baby. Oh my god. Hello, hello. Hello, my friends. Hello. Who might I be? I know, it's been so long you wouldn't know, right? Oh my god. I'm ready. I'm ready to finish this shit off, dude. This has been needing to happen for a long time. We gotta get it done. We gotta finish it out. Mostly because I need to do that before I can start a certain project that I want to start. But that is for you to find out. Not for me to disclose. I'm gonna just set up. It's been a while since I streamed, y'all. It's been a while. I am figuring out all of the ways to set things up that make sense. Let me see that one so that I can look at this. Does that work? I think that does work. Cool. Awesome. Oh yeah. How is everyone's evening? How are we doing? How are we feeling? Are we having a good time? Are we having a good day? It's what? It's Wednesday? Or is it Thursday? It's Thursday. Oh my god, thank you, Karak, for the 5. Thank you so much. Thank you for the super chat. Yuri is right.
Yuri.
What she said. Thank you so much. Thank you, Karak. You're so kind. You're so Thank you for the 5. Oh my god. You and your Swiss money. I will enjoy my monies. Thank you. I will enjoy mainly the concept of being able to pay rent. That'll be really nice. Thank you so much. You're being a great ally in my stability. Oh boy. I, for one, am having a good day. I have just been working on a private commission that I should finally have finished out. I think, hopefully we're done with revisions now, but finished that out today, which is good because it honestly took me a little too long to get to it. I've been reading this light novel that I've been really enjoying. It's not Yuri, it's just a normal light novel, but I've really been liking it. Ascendance of a Bookworm. You might have heard of it. It's a pretty popular anime. But I really fucking vibe with it. I really fuck with it. It's really fun to read. And after I was done working for the day, I took a fun special gummy just for a treat. And now that my sugar rush has completed and has worn off, I thought might as well stream. Sense of a Bookworm, light novels on my list of manga is really good. Interesting. Haven't seen the manga. I started right with the light novels, the first thing I experienced, and I don't regret it. I really want to do the I've been recommended the I'm a Spider So What light novel as well. It is good because the anime was like fine, but I didn't really fuck with it that heavy. And apparently the light novels are pretty good. And I really for myself want to read the Urasekai Picnic light novels because I've heard that's the best way to enjoy that show, and I really like that manga. So it was a fun watch kind of thing. I'm enthralled with how Ascendance of a Bookworm does world building. Hey, yo, can't wait to learn about some great and/or horrible Yuri. Me too. I'm excited to show you some of these. There are some fun titles in here that I think are worth it, that are worth checking out. Oh, the spider isekai? Yeah, I don't know. It just kind of lost me when it started getting serious. Like, it didn't do it in a way that I liked. Didn't really fuck with the tone. But I'm very picky about my, like, anime tone. I don't like certain tones. It's like a writing thing. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. All right. Either way, with that being said, can I zoom a little? There you go. Nope, not that. No, you're not locked. Oh, is it the browser capture is? Okay, hold on. There we go. Perfect. Yuri jumpscare card. Thank you for the 2. Thank you. Oh my god, Jesus. I I'm not used to the donos. This is a new thing for me. Thank you so much. Hello, friends. Hello, Aria. Hello, hello, hello. Hello. All right. Fuck. Well, that being said, that's right. Get right the fuck into it. Some of these manga I have not read in ages, so I will be refreshing myself on what they were like when needed, but I tend to have a pretty good idea around what was. Oh yeah, this one. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah. Okay, starting off then with Handsome Girl and Sheltered Girl, which, for reference, the synopsis, Ogami Satami has never been in a relationship. One day she fell in love with a handsome younger boy in her class without knowing that he is actually a girl. Classic mistaken gender bit. We love to see it, you know? We love to see a little bit of mistaken gender goodness. It's a short anime or manga. It's a fun short little manga. What do I feel about it? Where do I place it? I like it. The art is beautiful, honestly. The art is very, very pretty. I would honestly put it... I'd put it like right there. It's a good Yuri. It's like fun. It's a good time. It does its concept, and the concept is its concept, and hey, great, awesome, good shit. Very good shit. This is nice. Drunken My Boss. All right, so this is about, if I remember correctly, rich girl that runs a bar hires, let's see. Chai-sul is a girl who, without money, is like a lifeless body. She indulges in a depraved lifestyle. But one day, her card is confiscated, and she faces the threat of being kicked out of the house. At that moment, a mysterious woman named Sori appears in front of Isul. Madam, do you really not remember me? I'm pretty sure this is rich girl x country girl. Like, innocent country girl x depraved rich girl, where the rich girl has like a drunken night with her, and a very like physically charged relationship blossoms from that, with country girl still being like kind of innocent most of the time, except when she really isn't. I like it. I think it's good Yuri, probably. Do I put it into... I don't think it's degenerate. I think it could be a lot worse. Like a lot worse. It's the right amount of freaky. It's a good amount of freaky. I think it's like, sure. It's like right there. I haven't really seen many like episodes or chapters translated beyond like chapter 6, so I don't have like a solid grasp of the continuation of the show, but I do know that what I've read I really enjoyed. It's not quite your style, but it's not bad. Yeah, I think that's fair. I think that's a very fair assessment to be making. It needs to be your thing. It's very much just indulgent sexual relationship manga. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. Oh yeah. All right, yeah, this one's interesting. Glass Flower. It's also an erotica. Just so you know, so we're clear. Both of these have been eroticas. Interesting psychological erotica. It's about a fragile, like poor health and infertile woman meets a maid who her mother-in-law brings into the house to act as her husband's surrogate. So woman who's infertile meets much younger maid that is brought into the house to carry her husband's child because she's unable to. And then a relationship between them blossoms from there. It's 15 chapters. It's really interesting. It's got interesting, like, it's got good character development. It's got that, like, oh, we shouldn't be doing this thing. It's got that rich woman kind of little energy. It's got, like, rich woman who can't fulfill her role energy, which is always kind of like, there's a certain je ne sais quoi, you know? There's a certain something to it. I like it a lot. Sounds like a very intriguing setup, makes a unique dynamic possible. Yes, it's a handmaiden type of situation. Yes, so there's an age gap, but it's an age gap where everyone's an adult, so I appreciate that. Thank fuck, honestly. Yeah, no, it's beautiful. It is an erotica, but it is one of those eroticas that rises above what it is. I'm gonna put it right next to Canary's Dream of Shining Stars because it's similar to me. In terms of vibe. Phew, they cleared the bar. Yeah, the bar's on the fucking floor, but they sure cleared it. Oh, this is what I remember it as. Oh yeah, this is a one-shot that I included because it was that beautiful. Yeah, this is a one-shot. As I said before, I don't try to include many one-shots in this because I try to mostly like give you like proper titles that you can really sink your teeth into, but there are certain exceptions. There are certain bundles that I've included anyway. Belladonna's Lover is one of the very rare like original, like just one episode one-shots that I have included. I have not included a lot of one-shots that I've read because they were just kind of like whatever. I included this one because it's beautiful. It's about a woman named Bella, after Belladonna, the poisonous flower, cursed to take the life of anything she touches. The only cure to Bella's ailment is an act of true love. However, shunned by the town, the poisonous witch spends her days living alone in the forest. That was until one fateful day when she meets an unsuccessful painter named Anna. The art is beautiful. The Yuri's great. It does a lot in a short amount of time. I'm gonna put it at the bottom of Peak just because it's that good of a one-shot. It's just like a really, really beautiful one-shot. And I love when they do some artsy bullshit like this. You know, I love artsy Yuri one-shot because there are certain like Yuri series that try to be artsy and it's like, yeah, great, awesome, that's fine. But then they like sometimes the pacing really suffers from it, or like they lose sight of what they're trying to say, or the story's just abstract enough that it's like, yeah. Sorry, I'm just looking over this one. Yeah, okay. Okay. This one's really simple. Snake Woman and Offering Chan. There's a giant snake deity. A girl is offered to her. And instead of being eaten, Snake Lady is like, what if I eat you? Fuck. Fuck. What if I eat you, though? It's cute. It's cute. Honestly, not even that horny. It's not even that horny. It's just cute. Yeah. I think I wouldn't say it's like anything crazy. I'm gonna put it in guilty pleasure probably. Just no, it's good. It's good, Yuri. It deserves to be up here. It's a cute art style. It's cute. It's silly. It's fun. It's all the thing you want from a Yuri, you know? At least it's what I often want from a Yuri. I say it's everything you want from a Yuri. I don't think that's true. It's everything you want from a Yuri when you are feeling like just reading some good slop, you know? Just absorbing, turning your brain off, reading a couple chapters. That's what it's great for. Oh shit. I don't remember this one that well. Oh. Is it this one? Wait. I think it's this one. This one was longer than I remembered it being. Right. Interesting. Right. I remember now. So, woman who thinks she's straight. Sorry. Just right there is an erotica. Woman who thinks she's straight, breaks up with her boyfriend, goes out drinking with her girls, being like, all right, let's get your mind off of things. Doesn't realize they're going to a gay club. Kisses a woman who is then, you know, they go home together and they strike a deal that the woman she brings home can stay with her for a certain amount of time free of charge for sex lessons because she wants to get better at sex. It's erotica. That's kind of it has some fun intrigue. I think there are definitely some narrative elements that are worth commending it over, and it's a relatively long, like it's a 63 chapter long finished work, which definitely is good. I love it when an author finishes their work. I think this does fit in my guilty pleasure tier because I do not believe it is particularly world shattering. I don't think it's that great or anything, but I did enjoy it a lot, and I think the main reason I enjoyed it was because it was as horny as it was, which is why it goes in guilty pleasure. I think it was just okay mostly, but the fact that it was erotica rose it above a little, just a touch. The Marriage of the Two Dragons. There's two types of dragons: Western dragons, Eastern dragons. Eastern dragons are the big worms on a string, and the Western dragons are the traditional type of dragon that we understand when we call dragon. The Marriage of the Two Dragons is pretty. It's arranged marriage, Yuri. But honestly, I think they could have done more with it. But I'm trying to determine for myself whether that makes it a worse manga or whether that just makes it a certain type of manga that might not be everyone's taste. considering what I have put in just okay so far, I think this qualifies as a just okay. I think it's a really fun concept and it's very pretty in its art, but I don't think it is particularly groundbreaking. And I think they miss out. They miss out on some options. Like, they miss out on some narrative choices that I feel like they could have done more with. Yeah, one of the rare cases where I wouldn't have minded the spicy scene. I fully agree. I think they build up a lot of tension and then don't really resolve it properly. And I don't, that's just not as interesting to me. It just really isn't. Is this one anything special? Right, this one. Okay. I was waiting for something to happen, then there was just nothing. Yeah. Next one. Aoi-kun is so handsome that it hurts. This sure is mid. Yeah, it sure is a very mid Yuri. I think that out of the types of, like, there's a lot of different archetypes. It sounds like slop because it is slop. A lot of different approaches to Yuri exists, right? I never really think that the approach of, oh my god, this girl is so handsome that I thought she was a boy, and oh my god, right? Like, that version of gay obviously is valid, right? This has no bearing on, like, real world relationships. I think, my butch girls. But whenever it's in manga and these women are like futches at best in the way that they're drawn, they're just like K-pop boy handsome. And it's just like emphasized so frequently, like, oh my god, she's a girl, but she's hot like a boy. Oh my god, I guess I'm gay, right? It's just a bit much, I think. And I think it often takes away from the actual lesbianness of it all. Once again, no bearing on real life. Love my butches, love my futches. Love futches a lot, actually. Hey, call me. But it's when it's emphasized so much that it takes away from the pride part of the queerness without really getting into like an exploration of like, are you actually gay? There are definitely K-pop boy handsome, yeah. There are definitely manga that do it well. I mean, scrolls up to the top of my list. The Green Yuri is literally a manga that does that. And it can be done well. It can be peak. It is sometimes peak. This one, though, isn't. This one isn't. It's very mid. It's extremely mid. Lily! This fucking piece of work. This manga is so long. There's so many episodes of this out. It's also hard to find because there's a million things called Lily. Yilin bumps into the Yilin bumps into the tomboy Roshi, sparking an interest between each other that slowly blooms. And slowly is right with 273 chapters translated that I can see. That being said, it is all right. It's all right. If you're looking for a long, like, slow burn. They get together and then just like are together for a long time, and then they're together for such a long time that they start getting challenges as a couple that like they didn't. That isn't usually depicted because they're like long-term couple challenges. To reference another thing, the Green Tea Bitch manga does this very well with their season 2 like continuation, where it's just like it gets into the long-term issues of their relationships. Lily also does that less concisely, less elegantly, much more drama. I do think it's a good manga. I also think that the tomboy in this couple is kind of not great sometimes. I don't really like her. I think she can be kind of a piece of shit sometimes. Not that she's like rude or anything, like she's not like bad, right? But she just doesn't really contribute well to the relationship, and she's really bad at communicating, and it gets to a point where it's like, I don't know if I'm rooting for them anymore, right? Sometimes I'm like, fuck, maybe you should break up. I don't know. It's one of those things where if you have a couple, you want to be able to root for them a little. And if it's just one of the girls is clearly a better partner than the other, it kind of sucks sometimes. You know, it just isn't as fun to listen or like read or listen to or whatever the fuck you're doing. I don't know. I think it's good. No, it's okay. I'ma put it like there. It's fine. It's fine. It's all right. Oh boy, we've got another classic office girl, office lady ex high school girl. Hope you like those. I don't. Honestly, I don't really think this is a good execution of it. I don't think it's bad enough to warrant degenerate negative, but I'm gonna put it real low and just okay. I do not. Yeah. It's just another like mangaka high schooler ex office lady who's obsessed with the manga, like gets to know each other, and then it's just like one of those. But they focus a lot on like how obsessed the office lady is with this mangaka, and it's just kind of like uncomfy, because the only way, right? Let me play devil's advocate here. The only way that these high school girl ex office lady things work, first of all, in my opinion, they work best when it's college girl ex office lady, but whatever. The way that these things usually work is if there is, not to refer to my own fucking material, but Alex style, if there is awareness of the like taboo that actually stops the the older person in the relationship from continuing and advancing their relationship, right? If there is hesitance, if there is like resistance to the concept, if there is a legitimate case to be made about the moral backbone of the elder in the dynamic, I think that a Yuri can depict it and not be gross to read, right? I think a Yuri can have potential if you properly handle showing the viewer or the reader that whilst it is not the best situation and it is morally dubious, it is being approached from a legitimate and earnest and well thought through attempt at morality. Rather than there is an adult that is into a high schooler and is unapologetic about it. That shit is gross. That makes bad manga. There's no reason to make the younger one be in high school and not in college. Exactly, though. Completely correct. Live, laugh, love, Alex. Mm-hmm. We stan Alex. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I agree. Boudoir photos. I'm gonna put it in things to watch out for because it only has a few episodes, but this is a peak up, like, runner up. This is gunning for peak the longer this one goes on. Boudoir photos is beautifully drawn. The art style is gorgeous. The dynamic is interesting. There is like a muse ex-artist vibe going on. It's sexy. It's fun. It's a little bit like schemey. I like it so far. I'm really excited to see where this one goes. Blossom story. Blossom story. Old woman Yuri. Old woman Yuri. See, here's the thing. The fact that it is old woman Yuri is peak. As a Yuri standalone, I think this is a good Yuri, and I would put it at like the top of my good Yuri list because I do think whilst what it does is so nice and so refreshing and so important and so new because of what it does and because of how earnestly and realistically and like endearingly it depicts these middle-aged lesbians who are just discovering their sexuality and like exploring it properly, right? And doing so in very innocent ways. And the family dynamics of these women are very, very well established and structured. I think for some people, it can get a little too slice of lifey. I think for some people, the pace could be a little too slow. I think it might not be... It's really not at the level of intensity that you are used to in a Yuri. It's so much slower, like it burns on so much lower of a pit that... I don't know if that translates well, but it burns on so much lower of a flame that it's like jarring sometimes. If you are expecting like a classic Yuri where it's just like, oh my god, we're circling around each other. Like, no, these are adult women. They have lives, but they are exploring themselves at an older age, and I do think that's great, and that does deserve to be at the top of a good Yuri, but I don't quite call it peak. I don't quite put it at peak because yes, old woman Yuri, but it needs to bring me more. It needs to give me more than just that. And whilst it is a very heartwarming story and a very good story, I don't think it's peak. That is my case. Thank you for listening. Thank you for listening to my case. Thank you for understanding. Okay, let's see. For me, it's because I'm just a big softie. I feel like, I mean, that's the thing, right? There are absolutely people that it is like perfect for. For some people, this will be peak. This is just my personal ranking. I don't think it's like peak. I see, it's this one. Right, interesting. This one, Fall or Falling, is also an erotica. I'm gonna put it in things to watch out for because The reason being, it has not gotten to the erotica part yet. And usually when a Yuri manga is an erotica and it has not yet built to the actual erotic part, I feel like I cannot fairly judge it. I feel like I cannot give it the honest review that it deserves, because if you're basing yourself and basing your like tag and branding and like everything on the fact that it is an erotic work, it should be very, very central to the way that you judge the work, I feel like, because it's going to reveal very quickly what angle the author is trying to take and how you are meant to be feeling about these things. And if you cannot fit your own worldviews or preferences to that expectation from the writer, you're not going to enjoy the manga. So I'm going to put it in things to watch out for. It is crime gaze. It is smuggler. Like, there's betrayal. There's lying. There's a lot of like moral quandaries in it. The main character is very often faced with hard decisions. But I like it so far. I think it's well written. I think it is well executed. And I think that you could really enjoy it. Okay. This one. Let me pull this one up. Partners in Crime, Partners in Love, also called My Dear Forensic Lady, is a forensic expert ex-female detective, which is... don't know why I made that noise. It is... Okay. It is a police drama first and a Yuri second, and it shows. Right? There are moments where you're just like, oh shit, the Yuri is starting. And then it's just like, no, actually we're doing police drama again. And then it's just like, oh shit, the Yuri is starting again. And then it's just like, sort of, maybe, but also it's more police drama. It's an imperfect manga, or manhwa, whatever it is, the Chinese version. It's imperfect, but it doesn't make it bad. I'm gonna put it in good. It's good. It's good Yuri. I don't particularly hail it as anything out of the ordinary good, but I think it's worth a good rating. There are always teachers who want to ask out parents. There have literally been like 2 fucking episodes of this. I'm not gonna touch it. This one I think is also like 2 episodes, right? By the way, though, for if you want to know, there are always teachers who want to ask out parents is about a woman who meets a woman at a bar, sleeps with her, and then next time she goes to like a parent-teacher conference, she discovers that it is her child's teacher. Yuri ensues! Whoa! You get it. You understand. It's not a super complex concept. I cannot judge this one because I'm pretty sure I only read a couple chapters of it. Because that's all I could find translated, and you know, then the manga dex wipe happened, so I haven't gotten around to it yet, so I cannot judge it, but I liked the first couple chapters. That's it. Learning Love I'm going to put in things to watch out for so far. The reason being, there are only, first of all, only a couple episodes of it out yet. But the whole concept of this is that there is a ton of like relationships and crushes and everything happening surrounding this teacher in a high school environment. And there are adult people that are involved, but there also might be teenagers involved. And considering the fact that I'm pretty sure this is, let me double check for you, but just to really make sure that I'm not spreading misinformation. Fucking, where the hell? This one. No, never mind. It's not. Yeah. This school is full of relationship with students and teachers, each with their own secrets. The wording doesn't inspire me with a lot of confidence or hope in the future, but you know what? We'll see where it goes. You know, we will see where it ends up. Maybe it'll be maybe it'll be surprisingly good. Maybe it will not. We will fucking see. You know. Oh yeah, this one is kind of crazy. My Blue Garnet. You like angst? It's got angst. It's about a woman who doesn't fit in, who struggles being normal, and then meets someone who is just completely opposite of her and becomes really infatuated with her and starts helping her. I'm pretty sure this is this one. Let me make sure. Yeah. Starts helping her. Yeah, starts helping her look for her girlfriend who is missing. So she falls in love with this girl who is looking for her missing girlfriend who just fucking disappeared on her, right? Who just completely disappeared. So it's angst of just like, I'm in love with you, but you're in love with another person. And you're clearly obsessed and looking for this other person. So it's like, I know it's not gonna happen. I know it can't happen, but it's angsty. It's angsty. Is it good? Sure. Yes, it is good. Do I think it is better than a lot of things? I think it's angsty, and I think not a lot of things do angst super well, but I think this one does a decent job of it. It does a decent job if you like angst. If you like angst, then you should read it. If you don't like angst, then you shouldn't read it. Easy as that. Is it this the one? Oh yeah. Senpai, does it taste good? Is I think really good. I really liked it. I had to try reading it a couple times, I think, because I kept just like dropping it for no other reason than like I think the translations weren't very good or something. But I honestly really like Senpai Does It Taste Good, Senpai Oshi Desu Ka, because it's, well, one, it's an erotica, but two, it's just like, it's got cool food related, like, I don't know, there's a lot of bonding through the shared experience of food where there's a plot twist in it. That I don't know if I want to reveal, but one of the girls has a trauma relating to food and the other one is obsessed, like loves food, is a complete foodie. And then they bond over that because the traumatized girl wants to reconnect to food. And I really, really like that story, especially because food, in my life at least, and I know that this is a pretty common experience, is a real love language, right? And it's a real way to connect to people. So I like stories that like utilize that vehicle to, you know, to bond over. This is why things like what is it fucking called? Not the Yuri Camp one, but the other one. I have rated it here at some point, but I think it's in my guilty pleasure list actually. Let's see. Is it? Yeah, Let's Eat Outdoors. It's why I like that one too. That was not me getting emotional, by the way. That was just me burping. Yeah, I just like stories that are gay and bonding over eating food. I don't know. I like food. I like gay people. I like when they are combined. Oh yeah, this one. Food is good, gay is good. Yeah. The Yandere sister just wants me to bully her. I need to find a better translation of it because I've only had like seen like very sparing translation of it. I've seen the first 3 chapters translated, and from there it's just random fucking episodes. The art style is really, really, really pretty. I do agree with you there. Just looking through it again. The character design is good too. It's got that really pretty manhwa style where things are just fully colored and nice and beautiful and pretty. Kind of just the first studio. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly where I am at with it. It has a lot of potential though, and I'm very interested in seeing more of it. I just can't rate it very well yet. Surrender to Love, or Feelings Arise When Your Hands Are Tied, is like cat burglar, ex-police officer. I like it. I'm gonna put it in things to watch out for because it's only a few chapters in still, and I don't feel like we've really reached the core of the concept yet. I feel like we've been exploring the characters and their dynamic a lot. I don't feel like I understand what the manga is about yet at all. It has not done a very good job of... Well, no, it's not that it's not done a good job. It's just doing a lot of, like, establishing the groundwork. And it's just kind of picking up. So I'm waiting. I'm waiting to see how I feel about it. I'm not sure yet. This one. I'm trying not to confuse this with a different one. What the fuck was this about? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I like this one. Only Show Yourself to Me is really good. There's not that many chapters that I've read that have been translated. There's not that many chapters that have been translated. But the reason that this Yuri is really, 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 really fucking good is because One, the art style is cute. Clovercore, hello, hello. This is one of those manga where the main character, they pulled 0 punches on how gay they are, right? It's the main girl is just so gay. It's so homosexual. Now, like, they don't really try to hide it too much, right? That they basically say it by all but name, where it's this country girl who goes to the big city for school, feels really, really out of place, and then makes friends with this girl that's really, really popular with the boys. And like really, really pretty. But she just gets overwhelmed by how hot she is, basically, and like is super into her, like clearly from the beginning has a crush on her. And they don't try to play that off, really, right? She obviously is terrible at making moves, but she's clearly gay, and they don't try to hide that, and I like that. I like that a lot. Pink Candy Kiss. Ooh. Ooh, it's going in pink. You know it's going in pink. Pink Candy Kiss. Okay, Pink Candy Kiss is good. Why is it good? First of all, tragic doomed Yuri, to some extent, because it is about a woman, like it's about 2 women. It's Yuri, obviously. It's about 2 women who were like childhood friends, who used to be friends as children, were absolutely in love with each other, but then one of them went off and got married to a man, and then they meet again later in life, and she learns that she's married, which is like, oof, because they've reunited, and it's just like, oh my god, she's just as pretty, and oh my god, you know, she's clearly harboring some unprocessed feelings after meeting again, but she's married to a man, and she doesn't want to get in between that, because the man, it's one of those classic things of like, fuck, if only her husband sucked, but her husband is wonderful to her, so fuck, you know, what do? You try to support the woman that you love without getting too much in the way, without getting your feelings too much involved, without getting too hurt. Good luck with that shit. It's good. It's the right amount of angst in that everything is still handled like relatively personally and internally. I feel like angst Yuri, where everything is exploded outwards all the time, it just gets kind of exhausting. Pink Candy Kiss does it really great, where everyone is kind of just quietly suffering, and I think that's great. I think that's really, really good. I love the types of angst where everyone is just kind of quietly suffering because doing anything else would hurt a lot of people. That I like. Pink Candy Kiss, big recommendation. Monthly in the garden with my landlord. How do I feel about this? Is it good or is it peak? I think it's peak. I think it's peak. Yeah. I think, it's interesting. It's a concept that has not been done very frequently. And it's a finished one, so obviously that's really, really fucking nice. So yeah, it's a woman goes through a breakup, just has the worst luck, right? Clearly, by the way, I'm pretty sure, if I remember right, this is a singing channel now. Yeah. Correct me if I'm wrong, Karag, you've read this. She is like gay, right? Her past relationships and the breakup that she experienced was with a woman, right? I think that's the story. It's been a while since I read it, because I read it as it got translated. I might be misremembering. It's been long for you too. I can check this real quick. I can check this real quick. Okay. No, yeah, it was a woman. It was a woman. So she was in a relationship with a woman, experienced a breakup, decided to move to a new house to get over her recent breakup, finds a lovely place, finds a really good place, but there's one caveat to the house that she has, which is like the house of her dreams, right? There's one caveat. It comes with the landlord. She lives in the attic. And that's just kind of, you just have to accept that the landlord lives in the attic. And she's just like, fuck, well, it's the perfect house, so I guess. And then the girl in the attic turns out to be an idol who is suddenly retired, who didn't want to be an idol anymore, and who is just her landlord now. It's age gap Yuri, but both are adults, so it's nice. It's a good slow burn, I think, for an age gap Yuri. It is one of those ones. Well, no, it's not one of those ones. It is good at displaying that there is, in fact, a maturity gap, and is not like shying away from that fact like some of these age gap Yuris do. Because sometimes it's just like, yeah, no, they have like a 10-year age gap, but they act the same fucking way. And I'm like, how? This doesn't feel realistic. This is not how age gap Yuri is. In like how it actually presents, you know? This is an age gap Yuri that is well done, well educated, realistic, but not less fun because of it. That's honestly enough. I don't need to say more about it. That's all. That's my sales pitch for it. My dearest nemesis. Ooh, do I like you that much? Yeah, I think I do. I think I do like it that much. I'm gonna put you up there a bit. Yeah, I really fucking liked my dearest nemesis. Two office ladies who were like childhood friends / rivals. One is like this stone-faced stoic girl who's really competent. The other is this fiery tsundere, like tiger design girl who really fucking wants to outdo the other. I don't remember exactly how it happens, but the stone-faced one starts being interested in a physical relationship with the angry one. Yeah. The whole company knew that they were polar opposites who fought like cats and dogs, yet during the year-end party, the wall between them shattered after they got drunk, and so the two of them went from always being close to going off on each other to feeling very strange things following the accidental mishap. This might be a biased opinion, right? But it just hits all the little things that I like in a Yuri. It's one of those ones that is absolutely probably not deserving to be in peak, but I like it so much that it is. This is one of those things where I'm just like, I'm using my power a little bit. I just think it's fun. I think it's good because it's fun, and because I like the art style a lot. I like the characterization. I think it's silly. responsibly, it should be in good Yuri. So I'm gonna be responsible and put it in good Yuri. But in my heart of hearts, it's peak, okay? As long as you know that. As long as you know that in my heart of heart, it's peak. But I'll put it in good, because that is fair. Yeah, but I'm trying to be somewhat unbiased about it, right? I'm trying to be a little unbiased. Just a little bit. I need more episodes of this one. Yeah, Miss Ghost No Snuggling, please. I have... There's only 2 episodes and I cannot tell you much about it. It's at a point... I just can't form an opinion on it quite yet. I don't think. It's very pretty and it's very cute and I like the concept. It's just... not enough. I can't judge it. It hasn't been going on for long enough to leave an impression. That's just how it is. Destruction Lover. It's interesting. What do I feel about this? You know what? Controversial opinion. It's been going on a while, but I'm gonna put it in things to watch out for. Why? Right? Why am I doing this? Good reasons. Hold on. Oh, does Mangadex doesn't have it anymore? Okay, interesting. I'm pretty sure there's like a decent few chapters of it out. It's not that it's not like already gotten started. Like most of these ones in here that just haven't really gone off the ground yet for me. I'm really waiting to see what it does. Because the main relationship has a pretty severe age gap, and I'm waiting to see what they do with it. Because it's like... It's one of those ones where it's just this woman who is mysterious and older and like lets this high schooler just come to her home. But I don't know where they're taking it, because they could take this in a direction where nothing romantic like really ever happens between them, or they could take this in a really fucked up direction, and I'm waiting to see which they do, because it will heavily impact my opinion. Off topic, I love your hair. Oh, thank you. It's actually, wait, let me show you the carvings on the side. Can you see that shit? Can you see that? My hair tattoos. As in, what was shaved into the side shave. Yeah. Thank you. Women. Yeah, thank you. That's some witchy shit. We did some witchy shit with it. Seeking a Beauty in the East Sea. I think it's fine. Personally. I think it is... This is sometimes the problem for me with the stories that are like, oh, did I not... Hello? Where's the thing? Where's the... Where are you? Are we not working? My viewer count doesn't seem to be here. Oh well. Again, so pretty but not amazing story-wise. Yeah, this is the thing. It's one of those manhwas where like Taoism and cultivation is very central, and sometimes it's really fucking fun, and sometimes it's a really cool world building concept and a really cool like take on things. Other times it just makes things really fucking confusing and abstract. And this is one of those ones where I feel like they lose a lot of the legibility of the story by the fact that it is using very abstract, like, Chinese mythos and concepts in Taoism and, like, all of these things where I'm like, maybe I'm just too white to get it. Maybe if I was like a Chinese person who understood Taoism, I would get this more. But as it stands, I think it's too confusing. That's my thought. Okay, this one. Let me remind myself. Ah, itchy. Finding Assistant Manager Kim. Yet another one-shot that I apparently liked enough to put in here. Right. Yes. Yes. What the fuck was it about? Interesting, right? It was, yes. It's a longer one. It's a pretty long one shot, honestly. I liked it a lot. I think it's good. My grandpa was Taoist. He showed up to an event and he tried to hide in the back so they wouldn't call him, but he felt he had to walk on the nails last time he went to an event. That's fascinating. That is so interesting. That's hilarious too. I love that. Finding Assistant Manager Kim. Interesting. Like office drama, main girl. Yeah, this artist always makes good NSFW work. Their art is just really fucking pretty. Basically, Manager Kim. There are many Manager Kims at this company. One of the Manager Kims sends out a inappropriate for work message accidentally to the whole company instead of to one person. And people are like, which fucking one is it? And you'll never guess. It's the gay one. It's just a good one shot. If you have some time, read it. Rongwari is phenomenal as an author. I should honestly go through and just see if there's any work of theirs that I have not like read. This is the same person that did Bad Thinking Diary, if that tells you anything. I think I've read most of their works, but not all. Either way. It's good. It's just solid. It's just wonderful. Tomorrow will be another day next to the hero. I think is just fine. It's about the hero and the villain, as well as a couple other characters, from this like fantasy universe reincarnating as normal high school girls, and meeting each other through destiny. And like, fun fact, the villain kind of has a thing for the hero, and they just develop a relationship without the context of their destiny forcing them to kill each other. And it's fucking awesome. It's wonderful. It's great. I think it's really good for what it is. But it also doesn't do anything like super crazy, I think. I think it's a really normal Yuri. I think it's going at the top of just okay, because that is where it exactly lands for me and where it registered. It is right in the middle of what I consider your like good Yuri, right? It's a solid 5, right? It's just like, yeah, it's great, it's fine, it's good. I enjoyed reading it. I don't think it did anything revolutionary, and I don't know if it deserves like anything crazy. Relationship guidelines. Ooh, how do we feel about her? I feel about her this much, I think. Maybe actually less. I feel about her this much. Relationship guidelines, it's a classic manhwa. I don't remember where it's from. Best friends to friends with benefits to lovers is the situation. Exploration of having relationships with shitty boundaries. They learn to communicate. The manga. And also, they fuck a lot, but like not fully explicitly. Mostly just like they do a lot of spicy shit, but not fully. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? Read it. I can't properly explain it to you. It's best friends to friends with benefits to lovers, and boundaries gets blurry, and that's the whole concept. And I think that's all you need to know, really. I don't fucking remember this one. Oh my god. What is this one? Come on. Come on, girl. It is not working with me here. There it is. Oh, interesting. Right. This is a strangers to roommates to lovers one. But it is still very early on in its development in terms of chapters, so I cannot properly give it a proper rating. But I remember from the 5 episodes that I read, yes, I have read all of this Yuri. From the 5 episodes, I've read more than this too. This is not even everything. This is just what I had on manga decks in my library. There's a lot of like other things that I have read that I just didn't have on hand, that I'll be looking into later. But yes, I've read all of these titles. All of these titles I have read. But yeah, these were like 5 chapters. I thought they were very cute. Waiting to see what they do with it. My stepmother made me fall for her. I'm gonna put it in guilty pleasures. All right. Listen up. I know that you see stepmother. Okay. I know that you see stepmother in this title and you go, oh, this is some incest bait, right? This is some fucked up incest bait. This is some stupid bullshit, right? I know. And trust me, I thought the same going in, okay? I thought the exact same. But let me reassure you in some ways. One, the main girl and the stepmother are much closer in age than her father and the stepmother, which makes the father's and the stepmother's relationship a little bit like, but like the age gap is actually not that bad, right? Not that bad of an age gap, for one. Second, they are complete strangers when their romance begins. They are introduced as like stepdaughter and stepmother, but then they have to, that's all they've got, right? It's not like, oh, slowly over time while she mothers me, I fall in love with her. There's no like Oedipus bullshit happening here. It is just like, yeah. Thirdly, it kind of gives off the vibe in this manga or manhwa or whatever the fuck, that her father partially started being in a relationship with this woman so that she could tutor his kid. Meaning it's a little like, from what I can like remember of reading it, kind of a loveless relationship, or like not as, it's not necessarily a thing of like, oh my god, we fell fully in love and like this is your new mother. And it feels very much just like, yeah, I'm dating this younger woman now, she's your stepmom now, and she's gonna teach you theater, so fucking figure it out, right? That's the energy. So that being said, because I don't think that the father and this woman should be together in the first place, I think it's a fine manga. Manhwa. Whatever. I think it's great. I liked it. I like it. It's ongoing. I like it. What else? What's next? What's next? What is this one? This one. What have we got here? What have we got here? See? There we go. Oh, this. Oh, it's the fucking table tennis Yuri. I don't remember this one that well. Also, my internet is not very good right now. Come on, girl. I know that you can do this. There you are. Right. Yep. So it is table tennis Yuri. A girl who made being good at table tennis her whole identity gets defeated by this girl. Her whole identity falls apart. She has to stop doing table tennis because of it. Meets again in this new school. And this girl is just like, you fucking defeated me in table tennis. I bet you're like a fucking champion now or something. And she's like, no, I quit. She gets real butthurt about the fact that she quit. And just gets kind of like that rivals vibe of just getting really kind of obsessed with a person that you don't like, which is clearly motivated through other frustrations. I thought it was fun. I thought it was cute. I'll put it down here, sure. I think it's good. I think it's cute. I don't have much to say about it. It's just good and cute. Half is good age gap Yuri. but it's also fine. I like it. Businesswoman decides to stop being a businesswoman and just live on her fucking own, like live off of savings for a while. And then there's another woman who is like another girl who's trying to live on her own, who's trying to make it, who is barely scraping by. Rich woman's cat escapes, keeps trying to get to this poor girl's room because this poor girl, despite being poor, gives this cat food. The Mondstadt music jump scared me. Well, yeah, whatever. It fits the vibe. Half is cute, half is good. Just read it. It's enjoyable. I think it's good age gap Yuri. I think it is another case of a properly laid out age gap dynamic where the maturity levels are different, but also it's not that one of them is heavily infantilized. And I like that. They are both adults. It's just that they are adults at different stages in the life, and they make it work. And I like that. I like that a lot. Your scent is a little sweet. Is gonna go right to the peak, baby. He's gonna go right to the peak, baby. If you're looking for a good ABO work, if you're looking for some Omegaverse goodness, Your Scent is a Little Sweet is one of the best Omegaverse stories, Yuri stories out there, I think. There's not many Omegaverse ones. I'm making sure to see that I didn't put a other Omegaverse one above it. I did. Let me put it right there then. It is the best Omegaverse one, I think. If you are trying to get started and like trying to explore Omegaverse more, I think Your Scent is a Little Sweet is like one of the perfect entry ABO like Yuri. I think it's quality. I think it's interesting. I think it explores a lot of like concepts within an ABO universe and setting that clearly depict what ABO is meant to be, while also giving its own spin on it at times and keeping it interesting. I think it's a really good, like, it's the perfect starter ABO manga. That is what I believe. So if you want to get into that, if you're interested in getting into that, get into it, you know? This is your sign. I had a whole fucking conversation in my server with some people about it because of how much it is just nice. How good of a ABO it is. All right, cookie time. You remind myself of this one. Oh yeah. This one. Yeah. Okay, I understand it now. I remember it. It's fine. There's a reason I didn't remember much of it. It's okay. I think it's fine. It's a high school girl who has a distinct weakness to another girl's face, like her friend's face. Which, as always, this is one of those concepts that just happens in manga, where it's just like, oh, she has a weakness to this other girl's face. It's just being gay, girl. You're just gay. You're just gay panicking. She's just your type, you know? Like, I always find it so funny when they do this in manga, where they're just like, oh my god, she has a weakness for this girl's face. And it's just like, So she's attracted to her, is what you're saying. She's into her, but no. They skirt around it in weird ways, but I like it. I think it's cute, but it's just okay. Grace of the Vineyard. It's good. How good is it? It's like they're good. It's erotica. Rich girl ex-maid. Forbidden relationship. Because it's both gay forbidden and status forbidden. It's good. Grace of the Vineyard. It's not too long. It's good erotica. Give it a shot. That's what I think. Her Mountain, Her Ocean is mostly just fine. Yeah, I think it's fine. Her Mountain, Her Ocean is really slow and low-key. Except when it isn't. And I do not mean that in the Yuri way. I mean that in the... holy fuck, one of these girls has a terrible life. Holy fuck, one of these girls has it rough. It'll just be like, oh, blah, 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 high school, blah, 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 Yuri, you live in like they live in like a school where they also live in dorms and it's really serious and blah, 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 blah. There was a girl in my college and her face was my weakness for sure, but I wasn't attracted to her, I swear. How does that work, Arya? How does that work? How was her face your weakness if you weren't attracted to her? Be for real with me. Because that does not compute for me. That does not sound like a real thing. I'll let you explain that while I keep talking. You just like beauty? Okay. Yeah, I don't believe you, but you don't need me to believe you. You know your truth. You know how your life went and how it is, and you don't need me to validate that for you. But I don't fucking believe you. I do not believe you at all. I know when I like a girl. You think you know when you like a girl. Also, there is a distinct difference between liking someone and finding someone attractive. Okay, I have liked people before that I thought weren't very attractive. I have found people attractive before that I didn't fucking like. This is a thing. This is different. These are different concepts. Either way. Yeah, Her Mountain, Her Ocean. Really low-key, really timid. There is nothing explicit happening in this fucking show. But then someone murders someone. Like, this is the level that I'm talking of extremities, right? Without spoiling anything further, like, it's kind of crazy. But it's just fine. I think it's a little too slow for my liking. I think it's a little too low-key for my liking. I like it a little more explicitly gay than this. There's a lot of, like, subtext and really slow, like, build. I don't know. I'm like, it's fine. Let's see. Right, this was one of those interesting, like, seasonal ones. Oh, this one was cute. I remember this one being pretty cute. Right. The summer vacation of these two in the corner was a like manga that was done over the course of August. Like every day of August, new couple pages were uploaded. I think it's really cute. I think it's well done. I don't think there's like a crazy amount to say about it. It's cute. Two girls decide to go on summer vacation together despite not knowing much about each other. That's it. I got a girlfriend from a shooting star. Things to watch out for. Girl wishes on a star to get a girlfriend, and then the star becomes the girlfriend. Need I say more? I hope not, because that's literally all I have to say about this, because there's only a few translated chapters for it right now. But watch out for it. I am waiting for new episodes of this also. Is it normal to raise a yandere heroine as a villainess? Now, hear me out for this one. I think this is just okay. And this might be controversial, but here's the thing. It is a good Yuri, I think. I think it is. Yeah, it's a decent Yuri. I don't think there is a lack of quality. I think there is a bit of a lack of storytelling, and I don't think they had a super clear direction of what they want from it. I don't feel like the relationship between the main two girls is all that rewarding. I think it happened too quickly. I think there's not much appeal to watching them continue like doing the same thing over and over in terms of their relationship. And personally, the yandere thing is really overstated. It's not a yandere. It's just a girl who's kind of like, it's just a bit of an obsessive girl. It's not a yandere girl. It's a normal woman. Like, girl, if that's yandere, I'm yandere. You know, like, that's not. No, that's not. Nothing yandere about it. Goddess of Jealousy. I don't recall what this one was about exactly, but we can fix that real quick. Of course, it's not loading. There it is. Hi, little gnome. Me when I'm in the woods. I'm getting so invested, I don't know which Yuri to read first. Well, I'll tell you what, Clover. Soon, very soon, I will be putting a lot of work into turning this tier list and all of these streams into a Yuri recommendation master list of all of the Yuri in here that I think you should read, including like ones I think are starter Yuri that you should start reading. So if that is something that you want and that is something that you have like a need for, obviously feel free to pick whatever manga that I'm talking about here to like check out first. But if you just need like a cohesive master list that you can look into and be like, oh, what should I read next? There will be a video for it. I'm gonna be real, dude. I don't fucking remember this one. Goddess of Jealousy. What the fuck was it? When the fuck was it? What's it about again? This is a famous actress, blah 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 blah. And then university students. Right. This is not jogging my memory. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna have to put this in Cannot Judge because I straight up don't recall this one. I'm gonna have to reread this. Crazy. Huh. Whatever. I just don't remember. Would love the video. I thought I'd read a little Yuri, but there are a bunch in your list I don't recognize I've gotten around to reading. Absolutely. Thank you, Madeline. I'm glad that there's a market for it. Project Yuri forming. Alien comes from space, finds these rival to lovers, childhood friends, like people who like, oh, they hate each other, but they're super gay for each other secretly. And this alien is obsessed with Yuri and making Yuri happen and researching Yuri. So she's just like, okay, I'm gonna time to do experiment. And then they get put in a situation. Shay, is that a cat on your shirt? It's not a cat on my shirt. It's a shirt that says Mysteries of the Ocean, and it's a nautilus like snail looking shell thing. The fit is not special today. I'm wearing like fucking garbage. I'm wearing random bullshit. It's not very impressive, but there you go. That's it. Thank you though. Project Yuri forming I thought was okay. I think it's silly. I think it's goofy. I think if you're looking for something silly and goofy, then, you know, have something silly and goofy with Project Yuri forming, but it's not that special. It's really not that special. It's cozy. Yeah, it's cozy. That's a good way to put it. I don't fucking remember this one either. Oh, fuck. I closed my music accidentally. Hold on. Come on. Come back here. Come back here. You. There you go. We're good. Special halves. That's the problem with these like super generic. Like, this is why I am such a proponent of like, no, I really actually quite like it when a manga has a really like descriptive long title, because then I won't forget as easily what it's about, which is a problem otherwise. Special halves. Right. It's just a blurry kind of friend to lover thing. Right? Isn't that right? I remember this being fine. I remember this being just like, all right. Very valid actually, but at the same time it can be weird. Yeah, I can see that. Sometimes it does go silly, but I mean, I have a literal series that does it because I like the concept of the long ass descriptive names so much. Lilith's Monster Girl Dungeon is literally like that. Sherbert Above the Sea of Fog. I don't know what the fuck happened to this one. I just haven't seen any updates for it in forever, but I really like it. I think it's peak. I think it's really fucking good. It's a really interesting, weird lesbian. It's good, weird lesbian rap. That's the real tea. It's weird lesbian representation. The main character is a fucking freak, affectionate, but also derogatory, right? Like, the main character's a weirdo, has weird ass motivation, is very fucking gay, and her foil, her romance thing, is just like a woman with a tragic past and like a terrible, like, murderous reputation, who is like a terror of the sea, who is just like, what the fuck do I do with this woman? What do I do with this freak? I don't know what to do. It's good. It's great. And it's all taking place in a ghost ship, if that helps you. It takes place in a weird non-Euclidean ghost ship. Sukuban and Transfer Student is on the high spectrum of what I would call okay. It is kind of like an older manga style, so if you're into that, it's pretty. If you're not into that, you can skip it. It's about a delinquent girl who is just like has this reputation of being really rough and really like delinquent style. You get the vibe. And then a transfer student who comes in and really like thinks it's really, really cute when this delinquent girl says cute words. Literally just like words like squishy, right? She thinks it's the cutest thing in the world and is obsessed with it. So they eventually get into an arrangement where she will write down a little list of cute words she wants her to read and then watch her read the words and just like go crazy over it. That's their like dynamic. It's weird. It's silly, but it is cute. It is very cute. I don't have anything against it. My honey, she is the best. I'm gonna put it in trash. Why? It's not because it's a particularly bad concept, but I think it's very clunkily written, even without the poor translation, because the translations that I've seen of it have all been terrible. I just also don't think it's like a good story, like at all. I don't think it's a good story. It's really basic. It's really all over the place. It doesn't really seem to know what it wants from itself. It's just kind of strange. Guangdong Industrial Complex. Weakness. It's a one-shot. The Guangdong Industrial Complex is like a series of one-shots that are all kind of dark and fucked up and gritty sexual stories. This one, I'm gonna put it in guilty pleasures because boy is it dark. Boy is it fucking dark. It sure does go into like a legitimately abusive dynamic. And I got mixed feelings on it because it's like, yikes. Sometimes it's a little bit yikes. But also if you're into like the really dark kind of shit, then maybe it's your thing. I don't discount it. I think that it is good. And actually, I realized that I have a category for this. Where did I just put it? I put it in guilty pleasure, but I literally have a category for this. Where are you? Because I don't think it's a guilty pleasure type thing. There we go. Degenerate positive. That's where it's going. There you go. Industrial Complex is a crazy dark series, but I did enjoy most of the one shot. But there is some shit that is too much. Yes, exactly. This one rides the line for me of too much. Let me see. Is this the one that I'm thinking of? Oh yeah, I like this one. I Want to Touch You, Then Love Begins. I think it's good, Yuri. It's pretty early on, still. I'm gonna put it right by there. I Want to Touch You, Then Love Begins. It's about this really, really like cute girl who is like very desired, and has gotten like a complete disinterest in love, does not understand it. It's very pretty. You're right, Karag. And then this other girl who kind of has like a little bit of a crush on her, and then they get into a situation where the pretty girl finds out that the other girl thinks that she is pretty, and it's just like, you are a very popular girl who is admired for her elegance, and even you seem to think that I'm pretty. So I want you to show me why, and I want you to show me, like, you want to touch me? Okay, you can touch me. And I want to, like, see what you mean when you say that you like me, right? And I really like it. I really like it. I always like when it's one of those stories of romance where one of the girls is just like, I don't get this love thing, but I want to. Because I mean, that's literally what Bloom Into You is about, and that's one of the best, like the most widely acclaimed Yuri stories out there. If you read the manga, if you watch the anime, you don't know about any fucking part of that, because it's it was an adaptation that would have only worked well if they got another season, and they just did not account for it. But yeah, like, if you liked Bloom Into You, this is just like a cute, sillier version of that to me, where it's just, the dynamic is very different, but it's a thing of like, yeah, no, I want to understand what love is like, and that I do always like that trope. And it's popular girl, ex-popular girl, which is always nice. Always like that. Childhood friend Yuri erotica bonus pages. There's literally childhood friend Yuri is just another Yuri. I have it ranked somewhere else in here. These are the bonus pages for it. So enjoy. They're all porn. The scientist has a showdown. I cannot judge. I want to read this. I need to figure out where I can read it. Haven't figured it out yet. I haven't figured out where I can get good translated chapters for it yet, but it looked interesting. That's why it's on here. So, and also because I was kind of hoping that someone would know where the fuck to find it. I read it for the story and I didn't realize it was Yuri. Really? The Scientist has a showdown? That one? You will have to tell me where you found it, Karag, because I would love to know. Where's this other one? I want to trouble. I think I remember this one, but I want to make sure. It's been a while. I'm gonna look for it. Thank you. I am looking. I'm looking. We're so close, dude. Right, this one. I want to trouble Kamada-san. If you like the like dynamic of bigger girl teasing smaller girl, you will like this. I think it's aight. I think it's aight. I put it in just okay. I think it's good. It's alright. It's fun. It's silly. The art style's silly. I don't have much to say about it, is the thing. Like, I don't have much bad to say about it, but I don't have much to praise it with or about either. I just think it's fun. I think it's a fun read. Oh god, this one. Which one? You. Oh, this one's really, really new. This is a keep your eye on thing. I'm gonna read the synopsis, and that is as much as I know about this show, this manga, as you do probably. Do you believe in fate? After being asked to guide the destiny of the 100th human being, a prospective god who could become a real god meets Hana, who is bullied for being blind. In order to ascend, she sets her sights on helping Hana, who has a short time left to live, and in the process she realizes that the only mistake she made in the past is the reason why Hana lost her sight. As time passes, Shin grows to truly love Hana and tries to put her past mistakes in their proper place. So, disabled prep. Girl who became blind because of this angel fucking up in the past. Angel ex-mortal. Well, perspective god, I guess. But the whole thing is if you help a certain amount of people ascend to heaven, you get to become a god. And this is her last one. And obviously, things go a little bit sideways. I think it has peak potential. I think it absolutely does have peak potential. Keep an eye on it. Keep up with it. Right, this fucking weird one. This is an odd one. So there's one, this one is called To Whom the Deer Falls, which is a reincarnation story about like it's a classic like, oh, reincarnate as the villainess situation, and then she's just like, fuck, I need to like romance the protagonist and avoid my fate, right? But then there's so much weird fuckery around it. Like, there's clearly something else going on. Because she has knowledge of a book, right, that she's been reincarnated into, and she knows what will happen. But then all of the characters seem to, when she's not like involved in the conversation, seem to be talking about things as if they understand what's going on, and as if something different has happened before. It's really odd. It's a very abstract one. I think it's good, but I don't understand what's happening in it yet. I'm really waiting to see what is actually fucking happening in this, because there's only been 10 chapters that I could find of it, and I don't know what to think of it yet. Let's see, is this a one-shot that I put in here again? Or no? Sam, I only found 10 chapters? Yeah. Right. This is a quote-unquote one-shot that did not stay a one-shot. Yeah, or was it? I guess it's just like a kind of a small... Right. Yeah, Gyaru X Ojo-sama vibe. It's 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 fine. Shay, if you haven't already, you should play Stardew Valley. I have played it in my own time. In the past, a few times before. I enjoyed it decently. It's not super my type of game. Like those kind of sandboxy type, well, not sandboxy, but the like farming sim type things usually are not my complete bread and butter, but I get bored too quickly. Okay, come on, Shay, power through. The plain girl sitting next to me is fun, if I recall correctly. I think it's just get back to normal. There we go. Sitting next to me. It's so sweaty in here, dude. I feel so sticky. Ugh. Okay. Right. The plain girl sitting next to me is puts it in degenerate positive. Boop. Yeah, it's just here's the description. It does it justice. Kawase Sonoe ain't much to look at. Plain, serious, and uninteresting, sure, but for some reason her next seat neighbor Mori Ichika can't stop staring at her. Mori follows her and discovers that Kawase has an awful lot to show her, and that she'll receive from Kawase an education that she can't admit she needed. Quote-unquote plain glasses girl teaches this other girl about like sex and stuff. I don't know why I said it like I was not allowed to say naughty words, but yeah, that's the concept. It's a basic concept. They don't make it overcomplicated. It is what it is. You don't need to know more than you do now. You've got all the info. Let's see what we have here. We don't need a prince. Oh, this one. Oh, this one. Yeah, this one's like 200 chapters long. We don't need a prince. I thought it was like fun. I didn't think it was that high quality or anything. I didn't think it was like that. Again, it didn't really jump out at me. It was one of those things that I kept reading because it wasn't bad, but it wasn't something that I kept reading because it was good. You know what I mean? I think it's pretty middle of the road, but it's enjoyable, and because there's so many chapters and it doesn't seem to really lose that much quality going through it, it was pretty easy to binge read. So if you're looking for a nice binge read that is like fun and interesting, but won't challenge you, then this is what you want. It's not a very challenging read. Koharu and Minato, my partner is a girl. This is one of those types of manga that is like, oh, I illustrated me and my actual partner, right? That's kind of the vibe. So it's just cute. It's just cute Yuri of actual, like, these actual women being put in this context of being like illustrated. I don't know, there's not much to it. It's just, yeah, this is what their life is like. Everyday life with an older girlfriend, I'm gonna put in the same exact like spot because it's the same vibe. It's practically the same thing. I love when this song comes out. Every time. It's so punchy. If I remember, this one's pretty degenerate, but let me make sure. Din 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 din. Let me actually look for it because the search function does not work well sometimes. Yeah, this one is pornographic. Yeah, 7 chapters. I'm gonna put this in degenerate positive. It's 7 chapters. It's Angel X Human, To My Neighbor Angel, or Angel Next Door. To fulfill her duties as a guardian angel, So Young, an apprentice angel, tries her hardest to make Dami, who has a disinterest in life, happy. And will that effort extend to the bed? I can do anything if it's for your happiness, Dami. Even though she said she could do anything, it doesn't mean she wants sex. There you go. It's an angel and a human, and they have sex. And they're neighbors. Oh my god, they were neighbors. There you go. I, again, don't have much to say about this one. It's just, it's porn. It's what it is. These ones, the golden ratio, things to watch out for. There's only 2 chapters of it. It's a Thai work, so manhwa. Manhwa. Apparently, it was a webtoon, which I didn't know, but I'm just seeing. So I guess I will be looking this up on Webtoon later. But it's a photographer who falls in love with a associate professor. I will be looking this up on Webtoon. Because I didn't realize that, and now I will have to be doing that. That's interesting. That's very, very interesting. Maybe it's not in English on Webtoon, maybe it's in Thai. Snow Complex. This is a 2-chapter NSFW work. Let me remind myself what it was about again. Let's see. Honestly, it's just good porn. Degenerate positive, baby. It's just nice. And if you want a decensored version, there's a decensored version where everything's just visible. It's pretty nice. Couple in which the boyfriend became a girl one day. Yeah, I guess it exists. Is what I feel about it. It's just like a silly episodic thing, but you'd think, right? You'd think that when it's like that, they would be like, "Oh my god, I'm a girl now. Oh my god, I have so much to think about." No, they don't have anything to think about. She's just a girl now. Why would that require any introspection? She's just a girl now and she's okay with it. It's just like, okay, I guess it just means nothing to you, author. I guess this is just normal. I guess we're just using it as a gimmick. Question mark. I don't know. I think it's fine. It's whatever. It's slop. It's complete slop. Long-awaited feelings is good, Yuri. Long-awaited feelings is pretty good, Yuri. It's about exes to lovers. Girl dies and reincarnates with the knowledge of how both of them were going to meet their end. And is like, I cannot let this happen. This is a terrible outcome for both of us. I need to get back together with her. This is the only way that I can save her from that fate. Plus there's like an element of just like, fuck, I should never have broken up with her or some shit. right? Like, they clearly did have a very, very good relationship, and the reason they broke up was, like, I don't remember what it was, but, like, it was, like, a decently interesting reason that was complex, and not just, like, why are you getting back together with your ex? They were awful to you, right? It's like there were actually causes. So, exes to lovers, plus both of them are famous. It's pretty interesting. I quite like it. I quite enjoy it. This one, Love Wins. Oh, this one, right. Yeah, so, gay marriage gets legalized, and, this main character girl gets drunk and is so excited about the legalization that she files a marriage registration with a woman she doesn't know. I didn't like this one too much. I understand why. I think it is very mid because it doesn't live up to its potential. Yeah, it's fun sometimes. I liked the concept. I think that they got off track with it. I think that they kind of got distracted from the main point for me. And I don't think the couple is that interesting. I don't think the main couple is that appealing or good for each other. And that's kind of hard to get past. Right, this one. I really like this one. This is a new one that I really, really want more from. After I knocked down a guide angel, I became a necromancer. The supremely cute gothic Lolita evil god is so terrific. Long title, am I right? This is a VR MMO one, so one of those dive MMO VR stories. This girl starts to play, but in the intro, a little like guide angel, like little cherub pops up to explain things, and she gets so spooked by it, and by being in, because she's not used to doing VR stuff, she gets so spooked by it that she punches it in the face. And the goddess of the VR MMO world is just like, that's fucking hilarious. You can be any class you want. I'm gonna give you like the special privilege of being any class you want. Do you want to be a necromancer? And then she becomes a necromancer, which is like not a normal class you can select. I really like it. I think it has a lot of potential. I'm gonna put it in things to watch out for because it's only got 3 chapters out, but I am on the edge of my seat every time it does. Make It Real is also a thing to watch out for. It is like K-pop idols, where this one girl is like kind of she's a failure of a straight woman in the way that she just doesn't realize that she's not, but is holding on to it with a vice grip. And then she's in this K-pop group, and she's kind of like the least popular member. She's kind of a fail girl all around. But then because she has a fight, she walks in on 2 of her K-pop group members fucking, right? She gets in an argument with one of them over it. And then part of that tension, she like snaps at her K-pop group member, the hot one, during an interview. And then management is just like, people are saying and theorizing that you snapped at her because of a lover's quarrel, we're gonna lean into that because the reality is less appealing and will fuck up your reputation. So, you know, it wasn't real before this. Make it real. Start dating. You know, start dating for the cameras because this is the only way that you can salvage this now. So then they have to make it real. And then slowly but surely, this fucking manhwa starts just being like, everyone is in love with the fail girl. And I think that's so real. I think that's so real of them. A Human Ascension to Heaven is a one-shot that is going high in my degenerate positive list because I like it. It's one of my favorite erotic one-shots that I have. A Human Ascension to Heaven, I just like it a lot. I just think it's really funny. I think it's really cute. Bailey Jin Among Mortals. You know how I was talking about confusing Taoism? This one does it less bad. This one does it less bad. It's in that context, but I feel like it's a pretty decent story to follow. Do I think it's a really good story? Not necessarily. It is also going to go in just okay, but it is fine. There's a lot of episodes, so again, if you're looking to turn your brain off and binge something, it's a pretty decent option. But it's just aight. It's aight. It's aight. Let me take a look at this baby. Do I remember this? I don't remember this one. Don't recall this one at all. Oh, this one. I don't remember. Oh, interesting. Right. Right. I thought it was fine. It didn't leave an impression, as you can tell. I just had to click through a bunch and see what it was about. High school student who knows that she's a lesbian, has emotionally hurtful relationships. I don't know. I don't know. It's just, I don't have a good way to describe it. I'm gonna give up because I have this much to go and I'm tired, so I'm going to finish it off. So I'm going to just not dwell on it. Hand of the Abyss. Hand of the Abyss is dark. If you are sensitive to gaslighting or manipulation or like bullying that goes way too far, don't read this one. If you have religious trauma, don't read this one. If you have an abusive family and you are easily triggered, don't read this one. If you don't have any of those things and you want to read something darker, read Hand of the Abyss. I didn't skip I Love Amy. I accidentally shuffled it. I Love Amy is good. It's peak. Yeah, I'll say it's peak. I think it's really different. I think it's really, really different from your normal, like, Yuri works. It feels more, if this makes any sense, I Love Amy feels more like a sapphic young adult romance novel made silly and cute and flippant than it does feel like a manga or a manhwa, right? Do you see where I'm coming from? The vibe is so different from any other manga that you have read, but I Love Amy does something very differently, and something about that really appeals to me. Grace telling, yeah, my god, there is much peak. There is a lot of peak. This is peak stuff. This is good shit. It's all good shit. The intonation was giving videos telling don't do weed kid or telling a cat to not to throw a cup off the table. I don't remember what that was referring to. Sorry. Everything that happened in the last fucking 5 minutes is just out of my brain. I'm so sorry. This one, what's it about again? It's 2-chapter erotica. I hate when they don't have descriptions. What was it about again? What was it about again? Oh, right. Access to Lovers erotica. Yeah, it's good. It's right. It's good. If you like Access to Lovers, if you like some angsty erotica with kind of a not happy end, there you go. That's all I'll tell you. Oh, this one is weird. This one is new and it is weird. This one is called Summoned Along with a Home Center. I'll bring about a dungeon renovation. The whole concept of this one is that there's a girl who loves like the hardware store. This is what it's about. A home center, they just mean a hardware store. This girl loves the hardware store. And then one time when she goes there and the whole thing's empty. Like no one's there. It's just an empty hardware store. And then she goes outside and she realizes she is no longer in her world. She is in some dark room. She just maintains the home center for a bit. And then she comes across like this warrior lady who is like in this underground place. And she's an adventurer and she's going to the dungeon and she's like, what the fuck are you doing down here in the dungeon? And she's like, well, I just got here. And then together they try to escape the dungeon with neither of them being strong enough for the place in the dungeon that they are at by being creative, using science and whatever is in the home center. So they like mix chemicals together to like make bombs and shit. They get real creative with it. And they just like have to face every channel and beat bosses and stuff through using what's in the home center. It's gonna be a thing to watch out for because it is not far along, but I've really enjoyed it every time that I updated. Summer Lemon and Overlay. Summer Lemon and Overlay. Where do I put you? Yeah, it's up here. Summer Lemon and Overlay is a really interesting one. It's about a voice actress who's not getting any work, who streams. Wonder where I heard that before. And it is she gets contacted via like she gets a commission from a woman who wants her to read her will at her funeral. And she's just like, what the fuck? But you're not dead. And she's just like, not yet, I'm not. I'm going to change that after this summer. Once this summer is done, I'm gonna change that. So Suicide Pact. It's just like, oh, falling in love with a girl that is suicidal. It's really quite beautiful. It's really, really interesting. The dynamic is fascinating. The characters are good. I like the conclusion of the story a lot. Summer Lemon and Overlay. Give it a read. Give it a look. I recommend it. Hello, Liliana. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You look better crying. Let me take a look at what that was about again. Such a quick read and so good. Yeah, it's like, it does not take a lot of whatever. You look so beautiful when you cry. Cry baby Xiao Yu together with the expressionless bad girl Xiao Xiao. There's two different personalities seeking comfort in each other. Do I remember this one? Oh, this one. This one was interesting. Yeah, so neighborhood delinquent and like a full crybaby who like cries at everything was quite beautiful. I think it's a good Yuri. I'm gonna put it right there. The art style's really pretty. I think the story is just fine. I think it holds up. I like the dynamic. Xiao Xiao is gorgeous. You're so right. I can't act cool in front of Makoto senpai is gonna go right into good Yuri. Gonna put that right there. Basically, there's a girl who is like, ooh, the school prince. I am like so cool and masculine and whatever. Who then meets an older person in her school who's also a prince of her year and is actually cool because guess what? The main girl is kind of just conforming to what other people want her to be, which is a cool girl, like a cool masculine princely girl. But this older girl seems to just actually be like that. And whenever she's faced with someone that seems genuinely cool, she cannot fucking do it. She just cannot put on the persona. She loses her cool. It's hot. It's gay. Mask X mask, I guess. Maybe. We'll see. It's good. It's nice. Check it out. I don't remember this title at all. What are you about again? Oh, is this the freak one? Is this the really weird one? Right. This one. Okay, classmate designated harmful is about the main girl is like class rep, really goody two shoes. The love interest is a beautiful girl who's a complete fucking pervert degenerate who, let me just read the fucking description to you. Yatsuhashi Miyako is a diligent class rep, while the girl who sits next to her, Miyako Nojo Reika, was discovered to not be wearing panties. Will Miyako be able to reform Reika into a normal high school girl? Spoiler alert, she doesn't manage it. Degenerate positive. I cannot reasonably say that this is a good manga, but I can say that it is fun, and I can say that it is horny. So that's all you need. My new friend wasn't what I expected. It's so good. It's so pretty. I love everything this artist does. I think it's really fucking cute art style. I think that this artist always this artist really likes drawing alt futches, I guess is the word for it. The character designs are gorgeous. And I just really like it. I think it's a really cute high school story. And I always love when one of the love interests is like an alt girl. I love alt girls. I love all women. Oh my god, I love all women. Oh, alt women. Yeah, it's good, Yuri, because it's not blowing my mind storytelling wise. Women. All right, this one I'm just gonna read the concept for it, and then you'll understand my placement because it's gonna go in good Yuri, even though it's pretty early on. Eguchi Hibiki is a manga artist who has knowledge but no understanding of erotica. While wondering what exactly erotica is, Hibika meets Yasaki Miya, a succubus who is also wondering about erotica. These two are somewhat similar and decide to work together to understand true erotica. There you go. I feel like art has a really big influence for me. Yeah, it seems like you definitely gravitate towards interesting art. Which makes sense if you're like reading manga, right? Like, I think for a lot of people, art style is really important. I can't watch an anime that I don't like the art style of, for example. Let's see. What the fuck was this about again? I don't even remember. What the fuck was this about? I cannot judge this because I legitimately don't remember it. I have to reread it. I'm so sorry. Subtraction tautology. I'm gonna put it in okay. Why am I putting it in just okay? Subtraction tautology. It's kind of complicated, I feel. I feel like it's a really good concept and it had me for a long time, but it just kinda, I don't know. It doesn't have a lot of staying power, I feel. It's been going on for a little while now, and I feel like there's so much constant like angst, that there isn't a lot of space for appreciating these characters and their personalities. I feel like there's a little too much focus on the grit. And it's just a bit much for me. It's just a bit much like depressing bullshit for me to be like, oh, what a fun manga to read. It's just like, oh boy, here comes the next episode. Here, guess I'm gonna read this one too. Yeah, so I'm a bit torn up on it. Final one. Speaking of angst. Speaking of fucking angst. There is no love wishing upon a star. It's pretty good. I'm gonna put it right there. You're on the last one. I know. Yeah, so this is childhood friend to lovers Yuri. And I'm gonna make it real simple. Everyone's in love with each other. like everyone is in love with someone. It's never the same person. Everyone suffers. Everyone's hurting. Which, once again, I think it's really good. I get a little tired when there's too much angst and too little. Maybe I just don't really like angst that much. I get tired of it though. I feel like angst is only good if you are allowed like a breath of air in between. And there's a lot of manga like this where it's just, there's just no fucking reprieve for it ever. I like angst when it shows like human moments and when it shows like the things that really matter. But when everything sucks all the time and everyone's always hurting, I feel like nothing matters anymore, because everything matters. And if everything makes you feel like shit, then nothing can be good and sacred, and then why are you doing any of it, you know? It just gets a bit exhausting. When you say it like that, I just feel like a sadist. No, I think it's a matter of taste, right? It is definitely a matter of taste. I just am not as into angsty stuff, but that doesn't mean that angsty stuff is bad. I just am not a big fan of it. Right? Yeah. Oh my god. Well, there we go, guys. There we fucking go. There we fucking go. Look at this. Look at this list. It is finally done. Finally. This took so much time to do. What a time. So here's the fun thing, right? Are we actually done? Reasonably, if I wanted to be really completionist about it, no. Because I have a decent few titles on Dynasty Reader that aren't on this. Like a good handful, like a good 20 or so. I don't know if I want to go through the effort of putting it on here. A 2-part stream. Shut up, Aria. I don't think I want to go through the effort of putting it on here. What I probably will do is when I make that final video master list recommendation thing, I will likely just go ahead and put them in there if they deserve to be in there. So yes, really, this is the final tier list stream. The next time that you get tier list stuff from me, it will be in the form of that video. I have considered revisiting the tier list periodically. I've considered like at the start of certain streams or something, even though I'm doing something else, like starting the stream with being like, I found a new title, here's where I rank it, right? But I don't know if I want to like put that much maintenance into it, but if I want to keep it like current, I guess. We need to celebrate it. How do you want to celebrate it? Yay, we did it. Celebration. Celebrate good times. Come on. There we go. Is that a good celebration for you? Oh my god. I'm so fucking happy to be done. Fucking. No, for real. My suffering. This was such a Herculean task. I don't know why I decided to do this, but I did. And I did it. And now I'm done. Yay! Now I can finally get back to doing game streams, which people have been asking me for. And I'm like, I will, but I gotta get this out of the way. So that means next time you catch me streaming, it will, if it's not a collab, because those kind of happen whenever. Next time you catch me streaming, I will be probably playing either, what the fuck is it called? Cosmic Wheels Sisterhood. Or you'll catch me playing Heart of the Woods. That's the two. Shay, have you watched Sapphic TV shows? Maybe a tier list of those next, Bride? If you're in for another hell of a ride, of course. Have I watched many Sapphic TV shows? What do you consider a Sapphic TV show in this situation? Like K-dramas and stuff? Because I don't really watch many of those. I don't really watch a lot of live action stuff, honestly, now that I think about it. Or are you talking about like Owl House? Because yeah, I've watched Owl House, but there's not like that many of those, I feel. No? I could do an anime tier list at some point, but I want to like catch up on most of the Yuri that's out or coming out soon, cuz there's a lot coming out. Owl House 2, interesting. I'll consider it for next year. I'll consider it. I'll see if I've watched any more. But again, I don't really watch many of it. I don't really watch much TV like that. An anime tier list of all anime I've watched? Ooh. I need to sit down and like think about actually which anime that I've watched, which is not a small amount. I've watched quite a bit of anime in my life. Maybe though. Not a two-parter. I would literally take months to finish a list like that. Yeah, it would not be a small feat. If it was just Yuri, I could probably do it, but if it wasn't, ooh, I don't know. What am I eating? Cookie. Oh my god, Moon! Luna! What the hell? Luna, thank you!
In celebration of this task.
Thank you. That's so fucking sweet of you. What the hell? Thank you so much, Luna. That's really, really kind. Thank you for the 20. Y'all spoil me. What the hell? The task has just begun, too. Because now that the tier list is done, I have to go through all of the streams, timestamp all of the titles, so that I know where to find the clips. Then I have to script the video, like the larger video, because I want it to be scripted. And then I have to record, which is gonna, because of the way that I'm doing it, it's gonna involve me being on camera, dressing certain ways, learning certain scripts, and then editing it all. So it's quite a lot. Especially considering all of the fucking titles that I've got in here that I'm like, yeah, this is really good. You should read this, right? God's work, that's the goal. I'm trying to endear myself to the Yuri community as a whole, you know? I'm trying to expand out of my ASMR bubble. I wanna speak to the Sapphic nation as a whole. As someone who has literally no interest in Yuri, I absolutely am anticipating that video. No interest in Yuri? Wow. What you doing here? I'm excited for you for that video then. I hope that I may be able to awaken a little hobby in you. Like a new little hobby in you that you maybe didn't expect you would have. Hmm? Hmm? Came for the ASMR, stayed for the gay stuff? Hell yes. Thank you for that. More Sapphics for the slop army. I'm curious, I won't lie. That's all you need, man. Curiosity is where it starts. To give you a quick little rundown then for places you could start if you want. The Green Yuri is absolute peak. Is legitimately, I feel you should. Also getting an anime adaptation soon, so there you go. Can't Defy the Lonely Girl, one of my personal favorites. Really fucking good. Give it a shot. Bouquet for the Lonely Girl is like a little sequel to it. This Monster Wants to Eat Me, also getting an anime adaptation. Also really good. One of my favorites. And cannot fucking wait for this anime adaptation because this is such a good one to adapt. It's such a good fucking title to adapt. I'm so excited for it. Mage and Demon Queen, classic. Really good. One of my first Yuri that I've ever read. Really fucking good. Really good starter Yuri. An Enemy Feels the Heat, also getting an anime adaptation. I feel so validated, by the way, that so many of my peak picks are getting anime adaptations. Because Green Yuri's getting one. Monster Wants to Eat Me is getting one. The An Enemy Feels the Heat is getting one. Urasake Picnic has one. The Moon on a Rainy Night is getting one. Gushing Over Magical Girls recently got one. It's like crazy. I'm in Love with the Villainess has gotten one, obviously. There's No Freaking Way I'll Be Your Lover Unless is literally airing right now. Is I See You Aizawa-san getting one? I don't think it is, but it would be a really good one to get. Is there any other in my peak? Whisper Me a Love Song got an adaptation, but I heard people were torn on it. When's the next ASMR? Well, publicly the next one's releasing on Monday. And then I'm gonna have one released on Friday as well. That's the next one. Higher and Viral for forgetting to turn off my stream has an anime adaptation. Let's see, which one's also getting one? Young Ladies Don't Play Fighting Games, I hear, is getting an adaptation. Are there any other ones that are getting an adaptation? There were a few. A Curtain Call for You is getting an adaptation. That I'm excited about because I think that would work pretty well when done well. Obviously, Adachi and Shimamura have an adaptation. That's a pretty popular one. The Many Sides of Voice Actor Radio has an adaptation that's been done. Idol X Idol Story, I hope gets one at some point. I feel like Idol X Idol Story would work so well as an idol anime. It would do so good. It doesn't have one though. This is just me going through and pointing at stories that also have anime adaptations either out or coming up, so that you can also look at that if you wanted to. I've been killing slimes for 300 years and maxed out my level is also has an anime adaptation, is getting a season 2. There were a few more. Which one was it? Workplace Where You Can't Help But Smile is getting an adaptation. I know that one. Stardust Telepath has one, I think. I've been killing slimes as a fun watch. It was okay. I had already read the manga, and when you've read the manga, it's just not that interesting to see it again. It's one of those stories that you read once and then not again. So watching the manga, the anime was just kind of like a thing. I was just like, I've already seen all this, man. I don't really care. Stardust Telepath was alright. I haven't seen it though. I haven't seen the anime. I want to see that to see how it translates, because some things work better as an anime, man. It's really, really true. I think we've gotten through most of the things that get a adaptation. I think I've talked about every single one of them that has one. Oh, and apparently Bad Girl is getting one, even though it's really, really recent from what I can tell. So that's weird. But yeah. Yeah, that's all of them. That's all of them. Boop. Alright. Season 2 is out. No, I don't know if it's out or if it's just coming out. I truly couldn't fucking tell you. Either way. Thank y'all so much for coming out. Thank y'all so much for watching all of these fucking tier list streams. I am so excited to get back to normal streaming. It will not be for a bit because I am going to be cat sitting in a week, like next week. I'm going to be like spending the whole week cat sitting. So I won't be at my setup for a bit. So I won't be able to stream. But after that, I plan on streaming more consistently. Well, maybe not consistently, but more often. Thank you so much for coming out, Panic. Lol. But yeah, I wanna finish Heart of the Woods because I haven't done that, and I should. And I want to play more Sisterhood. You are so welcome, my little sloplings, for the stream. You are so welcome. Thank you for coming out. Thank you for all the kind donations. Kara, Luna, thank you so much. Mwah, 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 mwah. I love you so dearly. Sloplings? Yes. I don't know. Thank you so much. And I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.